That comic podcast.
Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to That Comic Podcast. I'm your host, Mashko, and with me today for a little toy talk is two of our wonderful hosts here on the channel. We've got Huey.
What's going on?
What's going on? And we've got Buzz back for another.
We're chopping toys up.
All right, this is a little funny. We were just bullshitting after we were finishing our last recording, and we got a little tangent of talking toys. So we said, "Screw it, let's hit the record button."
Let's put it down because we little backstory. Huey and I, along with Mr. Maurer from the classic Fireside days, we used to also do a Toying Around live show.
Which is still up on YouTube. Go check it out.
Still up there. You can check out all the old wonderful clips. But we used to get together once a week. It was Fridays usually, right? And we would do an actual live show, which I know we're talking about doing here shortly. This was pre-pandemic. This was like 6-7 years ago at this point.
This was like 2017, 2018, I think we did it.
Yeah. And, what we would do is break open a couple toys that we recently purchased. I don't know if we're actually going to open today, but we're definitely going to talk about some of the things that we've recently grabbed. More so Huey, because he was super excited when he started talking about, check this out. I know Buzz has a couple classics back there.
We were talking about some variants and stuff, so yeah, I got a little excited. That's why we're like, all right, let's hit record.
Yeah, I mean, the toy market is in little disarray right now. Prices are going up, tariffs are happening. But hey, when you're a collector, you're going to collect.
People are still collecting.
Yeah.
Price doesn't matter in some instances. And oftentimes you'll catch a really good deal with clearance stuff too. So
that's true. 6 years ago, we were posting up Toying Around Live.
6 years ago. It's good. The production on that show was actually what was most impressive.
It was that all thanks to Mr. Maurer. So
it was good stuff. Hopefully we'll get back to that, but a lot of that was done in person, which obviously we're not doing right now. But anyway, you guys went off on a super tangent as I was trying to sign off. And
we're talking about toys.
We're putting it down. So I saw Megatron. I saw some Star Wars stuff. We were basically talking about, though, the original Kenner, Super Friends, Lex Luthor in his wonderful gear that maybe we'll see in the movie.
Yeah. So this is the action figure that Kenner dropped in late 84, I believe, which would have been about a year after him appearing in the Action Comics 544. They were putting out basically all the DC heroes and villains at that time. Kenner was hot off the heels of their Star Wars stuff, which did really well. Little Return of the Jedi, Stormtrooper there on card. And that's 84. So, making the sales from this stuff led right into doing the DC thing. There's lots of characters. Got big canon, all kinds of people to do. This is one of my originals. But mentioning the suit, they wanted to do Lex a little more diesel, I guess. Diesel power, So instead of his, fabric and high Dracula collar costume from, yesteryear, George Perez designed the M.A.S.K suit that was released in the Man of Tomorrow drop. And this was the figure we got. I'm pretty sure the story was all developed all at the same time. So some little cool factoids there about
kind of like the old Secret Wars figures, how they were.
Absolutely.
The comic was designed at the same time as the figures were.
If I'm not mistaken, around the same time period too, 84, 85.
Yeah, it looks like quick search. Lex Luthor was in Wave 1 of 1984's Kenner Superpower Collection.
Nice. Who else was in it?
Oh, probably Superman.
Superman, Batman. Let's see here. Yeah, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Robin, Penguin. Joker.
Next week,
Lantern.
Penguin will come out.
Yeah, the Penguin's really cool.
I got him here somewhere.
He came with the umbrella. I remember him.
I will say I had all those figures growing up. Lost them to my mother selling them at yard sales and whatnot.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm glad that McFarlane started remaking a lot of the old figures. He got for the DC Direct. That's how we got started on this. That McFarlane remaking all the old figures, and the first waves he did were kind of the body types were off, but then he realized the error of his ways, remolded them, and now they're looking more like the classic 84, 85 figures, just without the action features.
Like the Super Friends style stuff.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? Okay, yeah.
I think that's what you're kind of finding is, at least for me, when I'm collecting some of the stuff, is like, okay, like when all the G.I. Joe came out, I think they're up to almost 200 figures at this point in
Are they really that
5
many?
or 6 years.
And that started in 2020, didn't it?
So, yeah, I mean, I don't have them all. I've got a lot, but it's that nostalgia factor. Because I mean, quite honestly, are there 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds run into the toy aisle to buy Marvel Legends? And no. So
you go to Walmart, Target, you walk in the aisle. If there's another person there, it's probably another adult.
Exactly. Every time I see somebody over the age of like 20, 25, I give them the head nod, and then I try to see what they're trying to buy.
And what you're trying to sneak away from them snatching out of your hand first.
Yeah, they have a cart full of 5 of the same figure.
I mean, look, I literally did that today at Target, buying my 86 Megatron. So
nice.
You gotta check behind boxes and stuff, man. These people be hiding stuff.
They hide them underneath the shelves, man. And they're like, you have to.
I don't do that anymore.
You don't do that anymore.
No. I hide them, just not under the shelves anymore. My preferred location, not to spoil anything, but Lego, because this time of the year Lego doesn't sell. Lego only sells around Christmas time. So
except for me. I mean, it's not here anymore. I put stuff on the shelf, but man, I went bananas with all the speed champions and a lot of the vehicles. I love cars. There's a whole shelf.
Those are the ones I hide them behind because they're not selling.
There's a whole shelf behind me of nothing but die-cast Fast and Furious cars. So I kind of went down that rabbit hole of picking up speed champions, and then also the Technics. I've got a Lamborghini I'm working on upstairs right now.
That's cool.
Nice. I think you should have done a time-lapse video making that.
Yeah, I don't have the patience to do the entire thing in one shot. Like the smaller ones, yeah, you can do that, but like doing the larger cars,
it takes a while.
I don't make sure the camera's set up exactly the same way as you had it.
True. Yeah, I don't have the patience to do Lego.
I feel like now, instead of hiding figures in aisles to get later, I feel like they just buy them out. They just buy all 10 of them.
I mean, sometimes personally I need to wait for my paycheck to hit on Friday, so.
No, I get that. I'm just saying that I'll go up and look for one and the whole thing is wiped out. There's nothing there.
Yeah. The worst is like certain times of year when everything dropped at once. Like you walk into the store, like, oh, let me see if anything's, oh, this, oh, that, oh, God damn it. Like there's $400 right there.
Well, that's the thing with me is I don't. For those of you that have been around a while, you've known that like I used to run a website for toy sales, and I used to get whatever I really wanted from distributors,
and whatever me and Mara wanted too.
Yeah, and I have no idea what comes out when, unless like you, Huey, say, hey, this line's getting updated. Obviously, I'll start looking into that a little bit more because there's some things like I can't think of the actual company, but they're redoing all the M.A.S.K toys.
That's the Loyal Subjects.
Loyal Subjects, okay. So I'm waiting for that whole kit to come.
That should be coming relatively soon because they just showed all the box art officially.
Yeah.
And the actual manufacturing prototypes of the figures and the cars.
But like that, and again, that's a nostalgia thing. I had I was hitting up eBay for a while, grabbing some of the older vehicles.
That's right. When we were doing Toying Around, you were bringing a
Jackhammer.
Yes,
that was the one. Which has the gun. It came with the damn gun. I don't think the person realized what they had when they sold it because it had the gun. And for those of you that don't know, the gun goes underneath the turret where you store it, and more often than not, you're not going to get that. This show is definitely for YouTube. So for anybody that's listening from the audio, you might want to check this out on YouTube to check out the video.
Oops.
This is a visual show.
Look, a lot of figures, especially old time figures that came with accessories, those get lost to time. So finding a complete figure from the 70s, 80s, 90s. That's the big bucks.
Yeah, yard sales.
Correct, right. Like I said, all my old toys I've lost at yard sales. So like above me, I'm buying all the retro reissues of the Turtles because mine got sold at yard sales. So buying all the old figures that are coming back out, with reissues, I'm doing that.
Huey, if you're looking for any characters from the original run, let me know. I have a box of them that are like loose. They don't like have everything, but if there's somebody you want, like I might have it, and you can just have it.
I'll just take the box. Just give me the box.
The whole box.
Making deals here on that.
I pretty much only collect Usagi now, anyway. So
Usagi, Jimbo.
and Tom Atkins toys, which is a whole other.
What's Huey? This is more for
Yeah.
you. What's coming out that I need to know about?
Oh, everything.
Everything.
Off the top of my head, I mean, freaking McFarlane's releasing DC stuff every other day, so
Yeah,
that's
he's got something new all the time.
yeah.
What's that license end?
That is so no one's actually said an exact date, but the rumor is summer of 2026 when it reverts back to Mattel.
Okay.
So even like Mattel themselves at San Diego said, we're not really going to talk about it. Yes, we are losing. Yeah, the license is ending, but that's all we're saying.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. And he's dipping into like Marvel statues and some of that stuff.
So like yes, he is losing the main license portion of it, which is him making the DC Multiverse figures.
Right.
But he also makes a lot of figures through DC Direct. That's also kind of how we got started on this. That let's see, which one was it here? So like he's re-releasing the old DC Direct Batman animated series and New Avenger figures. But what he's doing also is recoloring them, like Kenner and Hasbro and Mattel used to do with all the figures. They take a Batman figure and recolor it.
Yeah.
So like when the animated series came out, they did do this color Batman. They made him blue.
Yeah.
Then they made him silver. Then they made him red.
Weren't the
So-
original figures smaller though?
Oh yeah, they were
a lot
the
smaller.
4.5, 5-inch figures. So
Yeah, I think M.A.S.K is doing another like their 5 points. I think they're doing the animated stuff because I think they're doing the larger figures in animated. I have to dip back into that company. That stuff, it's good. It's great.
I'm still sticking with my cheaper figures. My $25 figures.
Well, they're the cheaper isn't necessarily the cheaper anymore.
That is true.
With the
Yes.
way the
Speaking of not cheap, I just dropped in the chat the Superman 1/4 scale figure that's up for pre-order at NECA. NECA right now is pretty much like McFarlane's always been around for toys, and I love everything he does. But NECA's like the hottest company right now for toys. The resale on them is high. They sell out. The pre-orders sell out, and the licensing is expanding. What started off with mostly horror and sci-fi is now moving into like classic film and superhero stuff and cartoon stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean NECA is making their bread and butter right now with the turtle figures.
Oh, they crushed. Yeah, they
And-
absolutely crushed with it. Yeah.
They were sprinkling in the horror stuff, which they've always done, but now sprinkling it, back in
Yeah, they
again.
keep coming back into it.
Yeah. I used to hate NECA's QC control issues, but they have fixed them. Like,
Yeah, they're nothing's perfect when it comes to the toys, but they seem to be the most proactive, and any of the new companies that are popping up seem to be trying to model themselves like after NECA.
and they're still a small company.
They're still very small, yeah. And Trick or Treat Studios, which is more of like a costume and mask and memorabilia thing, they've been doing some figures too. But yeah, I thought the Superman looked pretty good.
It does look pretty
NECA
good. I'll have
Superman.
to throw that picture up there. Let's go.
It's a hefty price tag on it, but it hasn't sold out yet.
what I for whatever reason can't pull it. What is the price that they're asking?
Oh, it's
130.
Yeah, 130
okay, for a quarter scale.
quarter scale.
Okay, that's actually so. When I first started doing some of the resale stuff, I was getting the quarter scale turtle, the movie versions, and
Oh, yeah.
those were actually I want to say they were retail. They were 150.
Wow.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was able to get the Turtles, Shredder, and I think the Foot Soldiers.
They did a Foot Soldier too, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you looked them
They
up?
haven't done them in a while.
Have you looked up what they're worth now?
No.
It might be worth a look. I bet you they're triple what you paid at least.
Yeah, I mean they're whole little inside baseball for everybody. Wholesale on those was like $75.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
you were making some. You know what? I'm sorry. It would have been It was $125 was retail. So even $75, you're looking at a whatever 40%
Yeah, it's still
profit on that, something like
nice
that.
profit on that.
Yeah.
It's crazy what the wholesale is to what retailers mark prices up to.
Yes. Yeah.
The suggested retail.
That was interesting. Yeah, I could let all this stuff out of the bag now. Before I couldn't really speak to some of the stuff like M.A.S.K. I'm sure prices have gone up a little bit, but you used to be able to buy a case of 6 for like $300. So it was like $50 to $60 a figure, and then you're turning around and selling them for $90.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where I was making my money, was in that brand.
You got the Turtles first movie quarter scale figs?
I don't have. I sold them all,
Oh, you sold them
thankfully.
all,
I don't need
I'll
that
say,
kind
yeah,
of
they're-
stock sitting around.
I'm checking out the value now. They're pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
That's crazy.
Yeah, those were the days.
Hey, thanks. I got
I'm pretty sure I still have those accounts open. So
Okay, man. So
who
let's
knows?
look
I know.
into that.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway,
Well, yeah, thanks to you, I got my that G.I. Joe classified figures. You helped me start that collection.
yeah,
Let's get
side conversation here, but you need to let me know what you don't have, and I have some things laying around that I really don't need. So
Send me the pictures, and I will let you know.
making deals. Cool.
All right, I'm buying stuff from Buzz. I'm buying stuff from Mashko. All right,
That's how it works. You start having these conversations,
Yeah.
and then all the money.
and you
all
take
the
my
money
paycheck.
goes.
Thanks, guys.
That's how it used to work.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, I mean, like, what do you guys think? Like, with especially like me, like them recreating or paying homage to old figures.
Love
Like
that.
this is the Batman Beyond figure that he re-released, but then he redid it in the translucent. I love translucent anything.
Yeah.
The old Kenner figure that came out was originally this translucent purple. So he's paying homage to that,
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm perfectly fine with it. I know there's this whole slice of the internet that's like, oh, they're just trying to make more money, which yes, they are. That's what
That's
these
the
businesses
job of
need
a
to
company.
Right.
do. But they're like, oh, they're just slapping different paint on it. It's the same thing. It's the same mold. It's just like anything else. You don't get it if you don't want it, but
Right.
don't like put down everybody else that does want it. Like that's just a terrible member of the community.
Yeah.
I mean, like, as a Transformers fan, that was 101 with Transformers. You bought Starscream, and then you buy the other Seekers. It's the same figure, different colors.
Yeah.
Like, Transformers is known for a slight retool, which is just changing the head or changing a arm or something. But 9 times out of 10, it's the same figure, just repainted different color.
Yeah, I don't think that kids playing with this stuff back in the day really knew right away that
I
it was just
didn't
a
realize.
repaint. You know what I mean? It happened in Star Wars Kenner toys a lot. They'd repaint a robot and call it like a mail-in.
Yeah, all the
figure or something
R2s
like that.
and C-3PO figures, like
Yeah.
different colors, different robot.
I remember there being like a mail-in Obi-Wan Kenobi that was like the ghost blue, and it was the same figure. It was just cast in see-through plastic.
I'm sure we all did this at some point, but you would take apart your classic G.I. Joes
Oh yeah,
and mix and match the parts.
I did that.
to get what you wanted. Yeah.
You would
I
try to put
tattooed
them
them,
back
too. I
together, and
drew
you're
all
like,
over 'em.
wait a minute, these are exactly the same, but these are blue pants, and these are what's going on?
Mhm.
You would realize it after the fact. I remember having a shoebox full of just parts.
Yeah, the rubber
it's-
bands would break
Yeah.
from heavy play. It's,
I would-
it's just an O-ring, but it would break off the hips, and then you'd have like loose pieces and stuff.
Yeah, those were the days.
I mean, Mattel with Masters of the Universe, He-Man.
Yep.
every figure was reused. There was only I think in the whole 5 years of the line, 6 or 7 body types.
I mean, that was like a toy line first, right? So they didn't even have a storyline for those characters. So they were just like, recast this in this mold and repaint it and call it something else. And then the cartoon gets lifted because the toys are selling hot. And then now you have to start coming up with theories and character development.
Yeah, I mean, Hasbro did that with Transformers. They bought existing molds and toys from Japan, from Takara Tomy, changed the name.
Well, that's a whole other show.
Yeah, you can do a whole thing on that.
We'll do a bootleg show. We'll do a what's the other version of bootleg? You've got
knockoff.
So knockoff and then bootleg, which are different somehow.
Same thing.
The special terminology. I don't know. This was fun though. This is completely off the cuff. So if you're still hanging out with us,
thank you.
Thank you. If you really liked it, make sure you hit like, do the subscribe, do the comment, do all that. Let us know what we should be doing next, especially when it comes to something like this. Again, this is totally impromptu, but these are some of the topics that we love to talk about. And because there are toys made from comic book characters, it applies to this channel. So. Thank you for hanging out with us, and we'll be a little bit more structured next time with this topic.
Nah, this is more fun. Just off the cuff. No notes. Just
talking toy trash.
There you go.
Who knows? We don't have a name, but we'll get there. Huey, what do you say?
All right, so that's it. You can find us everywhere online under That Comic Pod, unless it's X. In that case, it is That Comic Pod. But make sure you go to thatcomicpodcast.com. That's where you can find everything. I got some of my toy reviews up there, which I need to get back into doing. So that's it. I'm Huey.
And I'm Mashko. We'll see you next time.
That's that.